Good pick power with the Ash Arrow into the Seismic Shove. Whereas MVP, a bit more standard. Expect this to be the on-hit cannon build and not AP cannon. Only AP cannon.
Weird if Kuro could perform against Faker on a team that's not the 2016 Rock Tigers.
Should talk about the elephant in the room, and that's the top laner for MVP, whose name explosive damage that even before Warrior Enchant is completed for Graze, Thunderlord Graze is always able to put out. Run coming up from Ian, isn't spotted at all.
He's moving in, it's going to be a lockdown from the Maelstrom here, flash away by Roach. Ian has the ultimate, does he go for it? Yes, he does. And they're able to take that one away, but ADD's going to go down the turret. Swapping aggro. Ian needed to take one more shot of that for them both to make it out the way in, but looks like Punch might just be able to take this one away with relative ease. There we go, the smite comes out. Ian not able to arrive in time. Could have ghosted down technically, but would have been a bit dangerous and beyond. He is roaming up, but he's been spotted out. There's a couple wards here to keep Roach safe, but it doesn't matter. The turret goes down, and that is going to be a bit of damage on the back end, but otherwise it's pretty healthy. Now Ian in a bad spot, flashes over to try to dodge the Seismic Shove, but it hasn't even come out yet from Edge, and won't really even be needed. He goes down. Now Ash Arrow coming through. Good repel from Beyond to make sure he doesn't get hit, as Max will take that one. MVP, they'll lose Ian, almost get Edge, but the Dragon, looks like that will be going over to Kongdoo yet again.
Yeah, their four-man unit is much stronger than MVP's because Talia will always have the roaming advantage. You know, Ian was just caught in transition, and Graves, at this point in the game, is a lot more powerful than Elise. Elise, sure, if she gets the drop, can burst, but if she ends up taking any damage from Punch,
yes. And then it got stolen away by a deadly flourish at the end, but now Roach, oh, he flashes, but he goes straight into the cocoon. He gets locked down, throws out the equalizer to try to clear the wave. They'll be able to do so.
From it, but they get control around Baron. No wards here. They see the teleport. They know what's happening here, Kongdoo, but can they do anything to stop it?
It's going to be the question here. Weaver's Wall gets thrown out, locking them all inside the pit, but can Kongdoo Monster follow
Punch
up?
is here.
Come up with the kill. He goes into the pit, but he's not going to find the kill on the Baron. Beyond takes it away. Now flashing over the wall. ADD jumping on top of Edge. The piercing arrow from inside the pit. Enough to take out the Talia. And Max, with all of his CC, plus the cocoon from Beyond, helps take down Googer 3 for 0, plus a Baron. MVP just exploded into a massive lead.
MVP made 3 in this Baron buff, and this should be the first inhibitor turret.
Yeah, I mean, they've played so well to get themselves into this position, and Kongdoo have just been suffering since the get-go. So, you know, now with the Baron, all these turrets down, it's just hit this point where Kongdoo really can't do a damn thing to get themselves back into this game. So, likely just going to be the win coming through here for MVP as they continue to snuff out the flame of Kongdoo Monster. Weaver's Wall comes down, equalizer as well. Not really going to be hitting anybody on the side of MVP. Max drags himself over the other side with the dredge line. Well, ADD just chunking out Roach. Edge gets locked up, and he will go down. Maha comes up with a kill. Roach underneath the turrets gets himself into the Zonias. Will stay alive for now, but the first inhibitor falls, and the second one is going to follow suit. This could just be the Nexus turrets going down as well if MVP really want to commit in for this. Several members are getting chunked out, so they might just peel back. Looks like that's going to be the call. But 2 inhibitors.
Kongdoo Monster looking for that third and final inhibitor.
Here's the arrows coming through, chunking out Googer and Edge yet again. Redemption thrown down by MVP to get that big heal burst back up. And the third inhib should be falling. Edge has the Weaver's Wall, but doesn't really have a place to toss it out to cut off MVP to isolate somebody so that they can find a kill. And this should just be them losing the game right here. One final wave of super creeps coming in. Kongdoo Monster definitely trying to clear this out. Beyond comes down from the rappel. He is quite low, has to flash away from Soul, who's still hammering out the damage.
Defeat since Spenu in summer 2015, which is saying a lot. ADD's probably going to trade his life here.
Yeah, trades his life, but the Baron goes over to MVP guaranteed. So you make that trade 10 times out of 10. If you're MVP, they still have pressure. There's still 3 inhibitors down, but the bottom one should be respawning alongside the mid in just a little bit of time. But MVP, they're in a perfect position to just shove back. Let's say that they're listening in right now. What do they need to do going into game 2 to ensure that this doesn't happen?
It just feels like they don't have multi-step. Never trade. You have to always trade. It's not going to be much of a trade. See, they finally try something, but it's, you know, it's too late.
Yeah, got a little bit of damage in.
There's no free lunches in the LCK, Achilles. We don't even get free chicken anymore, so I don't see why they expect a free lunch.
Oh, sad times. You had to remind me of that. I was already sad enough watching this game, but Max trying to find that big dredge line in. ADD locks up Googer, almost souls him out underneath the Nexus turrets. Maha ripping through them with these piercing arrows, and now all 3 inhibitors broken yet again. Redemption will come through, pops ADD back up to just under half HP so he can really stick around and
Has lifesteal.
keep being a nuisance. Does have lifesteal, picked up that Vamp Scepter earlier on. And they're just going to wait for the waves to crash. T-Rollster after taking all 3 of their inhibitors. So it's something they have experience with.
Oh boy.
Weaver's Wall didn't get much done. First Nexus turret will fall, as the minions are just proving to be too much for Kongdoo Monster. Dredgeline won't connect onto somebody, just finds that turret. Max gets seismic shoved back in, and Soul's doing his damnedest to try to work down this Nautilus. He takes a big burst of damage in the end. He's got to flash away, keep himself alive. Ian as well, getting hit with that hail of rocks from the side edge, doing what he can, just trying to find a single pick to dissuade them from finishing the game. But Nexus now exposed. A spot, but the rest of the team is zipping their way over to keep him covered.
We have a week off coming up, the next match week. Couldn't come soon enough for Kongdoo Monster. They need it.
They desperately do. Oh, Dredgeline, big one, connecting in on the edge. They'll throw down the ultimate from the Nautilus. They lock him up with the slicing Maelstrom, but he's still able to make it back to the fountain with his life.
They're not focusing the Nexus here.
Roach goes forward, takes a big chunk of damage. He's going to be the first one to fall as Maha finishes him off with that piercing arrow. The Nexus down to half HP. Dredgeline not going to connect, but it doesn't even matter. There we go. 38.5 minutes MVP. A bit slower than they would have liked, but